are the people here and I don't know that they are here? This is the weirdest. This is so weird. Like, up to today, I still feel like me what Jesus ought to me more. Oh, ought to me more. Oh, ought to me more. I'm still shocked, like, that all of this happened and I didn't see. There is none like you. I don't know. That's the reason why. It's just, I don't know. That was why. He did. He stood there for me. Da, da, da. Why is this here? Mm, I think it's even private. What is this about? I don't really think there is. It's the fact that I'm in the dark and I'm not sure anybody will see me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No one will. It's okay. It's okay. I don't know. It's frustrating, you know. There's no like you. For the sake of um hi, I wanted us to discuss a few things, right? And I wanted to know your thoughts if you don't mind. I feel like sometimes there are people who really take other people for granted, and it gets a bit uncomfortable when you have to discuss certain things. Oh wow, I just realized something. Oh my god. Oh wow. There's this girl, right, that I've been watching. She's really creative, and I just saw that she has 9 million views on one of her videos and she's celebrating. This is so weird. Like, I didn't expect this. Oh my god, you should see how excited she is. Like, she feels so weird about it. Even me, Kara. She didn't expect it. It's so unreal. I'm happy for her, honestly. Yeah, so as I was saying, just don't ever enter a relationship with somebody that you don't feel comfortable with just because everybody says the person is good, right? Sometimes your spirit knows before you get to know that something is wrong. Always trust your instincts. Like when something is off, just know something is off. Like no matter what anybody has said, trust your instincts. Do you understand? Because at the end of the day, the only person that you be with throughout your life is you. That people will give you advice, you can take the advice, right? But not every advice is going to help you. To be very honest with you, people give bad advice, okay? So take good advice. How do you even know if advice is good? You weigh the advice they've given you against your situation. That's what you do. And then you see, like you weigh the benefits against the cost. Okay, that's what you do. Then you make a decision. Because when somebody gives you advice and then you take it and then you come back and say, oh, whatever you told me didn't work out for me, it's your fault, blah, 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 blah. They'll tell you that you had every right to not accept the advice they gave you. You get it? So this life, don't do stuff blindly. Like, always think about the repercussions of your actions. Always think about the fact that if you make a certain decision, what will happen. You understand? Are you going to reap benefits, or you're going to endure pain for the rest of your life because of regret, from the decision you made? And it goes on to talk, let me go on to talk about marriage, right? As a woman, don't ever put pressure on yourself to marry just because people are saying you're growing older. If you want to get married, make sure that you are settling for somebody that you can build a meaningful life with, right? Because I don't know if I should tell you this, but there is a man that will come into your life who will show you what you should not be tolerating in your life. He will show it to you, right? And there's another man who will show you everything that you should be looking for in a spouse. And you'll be standing there and you'll have to choose between both of them. If you are somebody who has a low self esteem, whether you're a woman, you're a man, one of the things I want you to understand is if you don't work on your self esteem before you enter a relationship, there are three things that could happen, right? The first is you may end up bleeding on the other person who did not cut you, in the sense that there are certain situations that, you know, both of you may encounter that is very needless. Like there's a pain that both of you will be going through that is very unnecessary. Why? Because you've not fully healed yourself. You've not fully, sorted out those things that, oh, thank you. Hi, Alex, how are you? You've not sorted out those things that you are supposed to sort out. I'm speaking from a place of knowledge and experience when I say this. Always work on yourself before you enter a relationship with anybody at all, okay? And even before you enter a relationship, always observe the person. You understand? There are people who can pretend for a long period of time. There are people who can really pretend, right? The most important thing for you to do is to go into your prayer closet and pray to God to reveal to you the kind of heart the person has towards you. Because just as, who was it? Samuel, right? Samuel, hi Vincent, how are you? Samuel was the one who had to anoint a king, okay? The king, and then he saw the big brother of David and said, this may be the one. And God said, don't be looking at the outward appearance. Just because he's a fine man or she's a fine woman or something, doesn't mean she's the one. You see her, she's calm, she's going to church here and there, she speaks in tongues. It's not 100%. It doesn't mean that she's for you. You understand? There are secret battles that people are fighting. There are certain, stuff that people are dealing with you have no idea about. So the fact that the person looks good on the outside doesn't mean that internally too the person is okay. There are people who are battling mental issues you have no idea about. They look good on the surface, but when you have interactions with them for a long time, you ask them sensible questions, you realize that these people don't have depth to them. There are lots of people that think that they know everything. I remember I was talking to somebody, and the advice the person gave me was that by the time I'm done with school, I should have somebody. Yet I have met a lot of people. My problem is that I'm too weak to pray, and sometimes I forget. I don't know if it's cause of work. Oh, I feel your pain. I feel your pain, Vincent. Honestly, I feel your pain. I feel like when it comes to prayer, right? Hi, Meshach. Welcome back. When it comes to prayer, right? I think one of the things that we have to do, really, from experience, is I'll say that it's actually that we should be intentional about it, okay? Because God brought us here for a purpose, right? And I think, I can't remember where it is in the Bible, but it talks about the fact that God has brought us here okay, for us to fulfill a particular purpose. And that purpose is to glorify his name at the end of the day. Everybody has an assignment. We are not here for nothing. You understand? There are 8 billion people and counting on the planet. Everybody has an assignment to do. You understand? And so, one of the things you have to do is to make sure that you are, working towards your relationship with your creator. So it's not just about praying. Praying, reading your Bible. The more you pray, the more you read your Bible, the more you meditate on your word day and night. In Joshua chapter 1, verse 8, it says, meditate on my word day and night, and you shall have good success. There is success that is good, and there's success that is bad. There are people who go and do rituals and then they become, excuse me to say, success. But we don't even know what the definition of success is. We think just because somebody has bought a car or a house or something, the person is successful. No. You understand? When it comes to prayer, it's about being intentional. When it comes to prayer, it's about acknowledging that your creator brought you here for something. And all he wants you to do is to do the assignment he has brought you so that glory can come from his name. And so, how do you do that? God says that you should acknowledge me in everything that you do, and I will direct your path. If you don't pray, how will he direct your path, right? So, one thing you have to do is to, first of all, be very intentional about the fact that you want to build a relationship with God. Once you are intentional about the fact that you want to build that relationship, the second thing you actually do is that you work towards what, sustaining that relationship. And one way you communicate with the person you want to have a relationship with is, which is God, right? It's prayer, right? So you wanting to sustain that relationship is what is going to work, keep you in the place of wanting to pray, so that relationship can be sustained. Because that's you just have to communicate with God the same way you talk to your mom. If you are close to your mom, for example, every day, oh mom, what's up? Oh mom, I'm hungry. Mom, I want to do this. Mom, I want to do that. When you were a child, mommy, you were crying for milk and all of that. It's the same way, God also wants you to talk to him every single day. So it's not really about you don't really have to do much when it comes to relationships. You just have to remember the reason why you are doing what you're doing. Why are you praying? To build a relationship with God. That's why you are praying, right? So once you want to build that relationship with God that you want to build is what will drive you towards the place of prayer. I don't know if this will help you, but yes. So once you desire a relationship with somebody, you work towards it, right? You work towards it by what, establishing communication between both of you. So that's just what I have to say with regards to your question. Yeah. So as I was saying, I don't remember what I was talking about, but I was saying that there are times where you will have to like um uh I'm coming when I'm not sure if I can see anybody here. Let me see if I can get a few things done. Oh God, why am I in so much pain? I'm in a lot of pain and I don't know why. I feel very weird. Whoever is here, hi. I am feeling very awkward. Um, I'll be with you in a second, right? But if you have anything for us to talk about, we can talk about it, right? Charlie, my chest is paining me. Oh, is the lamp that God sits upon the throne? He, she looks like baby. think her name was Hi. Her name was Kadosh Kadosh. If you have anything for us to talk about, let's talk. Kadosh Kadosh Kadosh. I used to have her handle name, but I can't remember. It's the Lamb of God. Is this not her name, or should I change it? He alone is worthy. Hi, is there anything you want us to talk about? I'm looking for somebody and I can't find the person online. I'm just hoping that I find her. Do you know something? Let me yeah, hi, what's up, what's up? Tomorrow's Valentine's Day. What's up with you for Valentine? Uh, ooh, this is beautiful. People are beautiful. Oosh. Wow. Gorgeous. Stunning. Stunning. I love this. That's the reason why. Oh my god, these people. Hi, peoples. Yeah, so I was just saying, don't rush into a relationship, right? Don't let the pressure of Valentine make you do anything you know you're not supposed to be doing. And don't feel like you're not loved just because you don't have somebody to celebrate your Valentine's Day with. Remember that you are God's chosen, you are good enough, you are worthy of love, you are worthy of respect, you are worthy of honor, you are beautiful, you are handsome, you're gorgeous. Do not allow anybody to make you feel less than. You have every right to, you know, feel good about yourself. You should feel good about yourself, right? Do not allow anybody to make you feel less than at any point in time. You are capable of achieving great things. You're capable of being the best person you can be. And always allow people to show you who they are. And when they do, notice it. However, okay, remember that people are also going through stuff, alright? So don't be too quick to say that you are like this, you are like that. No. Ask the person what happened at least so that you see that, oh, maybe something happened or not, right? Try your best to be a good person all the time. And always remember that you are loved. Okay, you are lovable, you are loved. No matter who has said what's concerning you or to you in the past. Um, yeah. So that's all I have to say. You hold me for you. Hey. Oh my god. Hi, what's up with you? What's going on today? Hmm? You want us to talk about something? You need to pray, you need to pray, you need to pray, 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 pray. Hi. I don't know why today is very quiet and different from yesterday. Yesterday there was a lot of talking. Today there's no talking. Why? What's up, my people? What's up? What's happening? I hope nothing bad has happened. That's why nobody's talking. Because the way nobody's talking has to be studied. It needs to be studied. Let me just sleep. Putting my laptop to sleep because the way I'm not tired, pa. My people, hi. What's up with you people? Oh, what is going on? Yeah, so as I was saying, just remember that you are loved, okay? You are loved by God Almighty. He's the one who created you. He has a purpose for you to serve, okay? So don't ever give up on yourself. If you don't have a Valentine, it's not the end of the world. Next year is there. Things will change, right? Just remember that you are lovable. Hi, what's up with you for today? Hmm? Is everything okay? My problem is that I'm. Hi. Mm, 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 mm. Hi, what's up? Um, what's happening? I'm trying to forget an event and I can't. I don't know why. I need advice. Hi. 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 Hi, whoever's watching. Hi. What's up with you? What is going on? Mm, hello. Okay, so I think. Hello. Oh my god, hi. I don't know, but something just was not making sense. It's interesting. How could they? Hi, what's up with you guys? I was just thinking about something, right? There are certain people who create unnecessary pressure for women in general. I remember there was this guy that asked a girl if she was willing to date him after school, and maybe that time was there for like 1 year for them too. And she was like, yeah, sure, after school. And the guy went to tell his whole family about it. And he didn't tell her that he told his whole family about it. So later on, the girl just felt like she wasn't sure if she really liked this guy. So she came back to tell the guy that, she doesn't want him, like she's not interested in him, and she doesn't want to hurt him. That was like 3 months after, because I don't know what really happened, but yeah. So when she came back to tell the guy told her that he has told his whole family about them. Now, mind you, you see, it was just an agreement. It's not that they are dating; they were not dating. And so the boy technically had to humiliate this girl, okay, because he couldn't take her rejection. So what he did was he went to tell his family that the girl is with another guy and she left him for the other guy, but they were not even dating. If somebody doesn't respect you enough to let you know that, you know, they are going to tell their family about you or something, and even if you guys are not dating, you are not supposed to tell everybody about it. You understand? When you are exclusive and you're dating, you let people know because they can hold you accountable, right? They'll be your accountability partners, checking if everything's okay in the relationship, how are things going, giving you advice and all that. But if it is an agreement before you will date later, what you have to do is to talk about the kind of relationship you would want. See your likes, dislikes, all of those things, just to be sure so that you don't waste time in the relationship. Because at the end of the day, after the relationship, even if you get married, what happens after you get married, right? Because the real marriage is after the wedding, right? It's not just the wedding. After the wedding, what is happening in the marriage? That's actually what counts. So always think about it. If the person is always quick to do certain things that, they don't even ask you for your side of the story when something has been said by somebody, they just make decisions based on their thoughts. They don't consider your opinions. I don't think you should be with somebody like that. All right. Always try your best to engage with people who um, find you good enough. This is not bad. I love this. Funnily enough. I realized, which is why I just